morning, everyone. So today I'd like to discuss with you about bubble sort. This is the very basic sorting algorithm. So what is bubble sort? Sometimes referred to as sinking sort or simple sorting algorithm that repeatedly steps through the list, compares adjacent pairs, and swaps them if they are in wrong order. Let me just give you an example. So for example, this is your list. Um, and the elements are 5, 1, 4, 2, 8. So for bubble sort, it will start. Now all the sorting algorithm starts from the left to right. Okay, so starting from the left of the list, so this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting with index 0, it will compare the next index. So index 1. So is 5 greater than 1? So if it is true, then it will swap. So then it becomes 1, 5, 4, 2, 8. Okay. And the next would be, so this is now your new list. Okay. And then the next would be, is 5 greater than 4? Okay. So it's true. So it will then swap. So the list now becomes 1, 4, 5, 2, 8. Okay. And then it will then continue. Is 5 greater than 2? Yes, correct. So it will then become 1, 4, 2, 5, 8. Now, since these elements are already in order, 5 is greater than 8, false. Algorithm does not swap. Okay, so that is your first pass. Right? So this is now your list. Okay, 1, 4, 2, 5, 8. So your index 0 is 1. Index 1 is 4, index 2 is 2, index 3 is 5, and index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 8. So it will go back from the very beginning. And no, it will continue with the second pass. So this is your first pass. So this is the second pass. Is 4 greater than 2? That is true. So it will swap. So 1, 2, 4. So 4, 5, 8. So it will still compare, but since it is false, is 4 greater than 5, it will not swap. So is 5 greater than 8, it will not swap. So that is your second pass. So it will now continue with the third pass. It will still compare, but the answer is false. So is 4 greater than 5? False. It will not it it will not swap. So on. Okay, third and fourth pass. Okay, let me just give you the animation of the bubble sort. Okay, so say for example, this is our list. Okay, and then we are going to implement bubble sort. So again, it will start with the left side of the list with index 0. So okay, so is 22 greater than 85? False. Okay, so next would be 85 is greater than 46, so true. So it will swap. So 85 is greater than 78, so it will swap. 85 is greater than 41, so it will swap. 85 is greater than 66, so it will swap. 85 is greater than 60, so it will swap. 85 is greater than 80, so it will swap. 85 is greater than 33, so it will swap. 85 is greater than 29, it will swap. 85 is greater than 84, it will swap. 85 is greater than 54, it will swap. 85 is greater than 54, it will swap. 85 is greater than 76, it will swap. 85 is greater than 20, it will swap. 85 is greater than 1, it will swap. Okay, so that is the first pass. And then it will continue with the second pass. Okay, so let's now continue with the second pass. So 22 is greater than 46, false. 46 is greater than 78, false. 78 is greater than 41, true, so it will swap. 76 is greater than 66, it will swap. 78 is greater than 60, it will swap. 78 is greater than 80, false. 80 is greater than 33, it will swap. 80 is greater than 29, it will swap. 80 is greater than 84, false, it will not swap. Okay. 84 is greater than 54, it will swap. 84 is greater than 54, it will swap. 84 is greater than 76, it will swap. 84 is greater than 20, it will swap. 84 is greater than 1, it will swap. So that is our second pass. Okay. Third swap would be, okay, 22 is greater than 46, false. 46 is greater than 41, it will swap. Okay, 46 is greater than 76, false, it will not swap. 66 is greater than 60, it will swap. 66 is greater than 78, it will not swap. 78 is greater than 33, it will swap. 78 is greater than 29, it will swap. Okay, so until it will reach its right position, and then that will be the third pass. Okay. Okay, let's now proceed with the Python implementation of the bubble sort. Okay, so always remember that this is the this is the most important thing that you should remember. You are going to use two for loops for the bubble sort, and of course, if you have two for loops, one is the outer for loop and one is the inner for loop. Okay, so the outer for loop should be I starts with 0, and the n, or the length of your list, the end would be n minus 1, and the inner loop would be j equals to 0, and the n, the length of your list minus 1 and minus I. So always remember this one. Okay, so let's now try to trace this code that I have here. Can I paste you? Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so we have here our list is 51428. So LST. So we have here 51428. All right. So this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and your I starts with 0 and your J starts with 0. Okay, so for I equals to 0 in range, length of your list, the length of your list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1, so 4. So 0, 1, I mean 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, again, the length of your list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. And of course, when you use stop in range, so 4 minus 1, it's always stop minus 1, so 4 minus 1 is 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So your I is until 3. Okay, so, okay, print. For J, so your I now is 0 and your J is 0. Okay, for J is 0 in range. The length of your list is 5 minus 1, 4 minus 0. So what is it? Length is 4 minus 1, 3 minus I is 0. So that is 3. Okay, so that is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's why it's until 3. Okay, so if list J, index 0, 5 is greater than J plus 1, 1 is 5 greater than 1. So this is the swap in Python. So if it's true, then swap. Okay, J now becomes 1. Okay, so we have to finish the inner for loop before we go outside the outer for loop. So J now becomes 1. Okay, so if J1 is greater than J plus 1, which is 1 plus 1 equals 2. So is 5 greater than 4, which is true, so it will swap. Okay, so it will now become 1, 4, 5, 2, 8. Okay, so for this one. Now j becomes 2. Okay, if j2, which is 2, is greater than 5, false, so it will not swap. Okay, and then we now go to the final j for index for I equals to 0. Okay, so 3, so we have j equals to 3. So if list 3, so we have 5 is greater than 8. Okay, because 3 j plus 1, 3 plus 1 equals 4. So false, it will not swap. Okay, so we now go back to the outer for loop, which is I equals to becomes 1. So the j goes back to 0. Okay, the length of your list is 4 minus 1, 3 minus I. Your I right now is 1. So 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2. So your j, your inner for loop, will just be until 2. Okay, so if list, okay, your j becomes 0 again, 0, okay, which is 1 greater than 4, which is false, it will not swap. Okay, j becomes 1. Okay, so if j1, 2 is greater than 4, okay, it will not swap. Okay, it's false. Okay, j2 is greater than j plus 2, j2, 4 is greater than 5, false, it will not swap. Okay, and then it goes back to the outer for loop. Okay, which is now I becomes 2. Okay, so now j becomes 0 again. Alright, so we have here length. Okay, 4 minus 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. So that is why j equals 0 to 1 only. Alright, so we have here, this was our list already, no, in the second pass. So we are now on the third pass. So if j0, 1 is greater than 2, it's false. Okay, okay, and then it will then um, increment. We have 1. So j equals 1, 2 is greater than 4, false, it will not swap. Okay, so this is now the list for the third pass. Okay, we are now going to go back to the outer for loop, and I becomes 3 now. Okay, so the length of your j would be 4 minus 1, 3 minus 3 is 0. So you will just be until j equals to 0. Okay, so j0 is greater than 1, 0 plus 1, false, so it will not swap because it's false. Okay, so that's our tracing for the simple bubble sorting algorithm. All right, thank you.